Welcome back. 4 years after the double murders of teenager Aarushi Talwar and domestic help Hemraj, the trial has finally got underway today, with Aarushi's parents, Rajesh and Nupur Talwar, the main accused. It's a significant milestone in a case that has dominated media headlines, with many accusing the media of conducting their own trial and compromising the due process of law.
Day one of the Aarushi Talwar murder trial, a case that has obsessed India for 4 years, a big day for media teams. But after a heated argument between the Talwars and the CBI, the court posted the hearing to next week. The Talwars said that they haven't been given all the relevant case documents. The CBI denies this. The arguments may be over quite soon. But what won't end, perhaps, is the unprecedented media attention on this case ever since Aarushi Talwar and the family's domestic help Hemraj were found murdered at the Talwar home in 2008. Ever since Aarushi's body was first discovered, the media has been ablaze with speculation about the domestic help, neighborhood safety, honor killing, police inefficiency and even teen behavior.
In January 2011, Rajesh Talwar was assaulted at the CBI court here by a young boy called Sharma during one of the hearings in this case. When Utsav was arrested and asked why he actually assaulted Mr. Talwar, he said that he had been following this case on TV and in newspapers over the last 2 or 3 years, and he actually believed that Rajesh Talwar was guilty. After this incident and after an appeal by the Talwars in a higher court, an order was passed that the media would not be allowed inside court here when the hearing in the Talwar's case would take place.
For a case that has evoked strong reactions from across India, the media has often been accused of taking sides.
राजकुमार विजय मंडल कृष्णा जैसे गरीब नौकरों को इस केस के अंदर मुलजिम बना करके जेल में भेजने का काम किया, तो आज मीडिया की मेहनत से और मीडिया की ईमानदारी से उनकी सच्चाई देश के सामने आ सकी है और जो असली कातिल हैं वो आज जेल की सलाखों के पीछे हैं.
And I think the Talwar case is a really good example of where the media has crossed the line, been extremely sensational, not followed any norms of what reporting on a crime should be, and I think it's been very, very prejudicial to them.
Many say it is time to end this media frenzy and let the law take its own course. But will that be possible? An NDTV Bureau Report.
So as that trial finally gets underway, has the media compromised it even before it started? Do tell us what you think. I'm sure there will be lots of feedback. It is a story that continues to engage the national audience. We have Mr. Pinaki Mishra, senior lawyer. He's represented the Talwars. He's in the studio with us tonight. Mr. N.K. Singh, the General Secretary of the Broadcasters Editors Association. Shoma Chaudhary, you saw her in the story there, the Managing Editor of Tehelka. Mr. Dilip Pangaonkar is still with us. And senior lawyer Mr. K.T.S. Tulsi also with us today. Mr. Pinaki Mishra, as this trial finally gets underway, do you really believe it can be a fair trial, given the circumstances in which it has been conducted, with the media certainly having very strong views on this particular case for the last 4 years, and the fact that it's taking place 4 years after the crime has happened?
To begin with, I believe that there's been such a lot of derailment in this from day one that I don't know how there can be a fair trial. What I really find objectionable, Nidhi, is the manner in which rogue elements within both the Noida police, and there are rogue elements always in every organization, and the CBI, have actually used the media as an arm of their rogue designs. And for instance, very simple example, the CBI did not have enough evidence to file a charge sheet. The CBI chose to file a closure report. This was supposed to be filed on the 29th of December 2010. 3 days before that, salacious bits were leaked out to sections of the media. The media ran a sustained campaign for 3 days of chagrin, saying, things like, some of the less rabid ones said, "Shak ki sui baap par." The more rabid ones said, "Sharabi baap katil." That's the kind of media coverage that we got for those 3 days. By the time it came to the magistrate to take cognizance, it was a no-brainer, because the media had already decided that the charge sheet should have been filed. The media decided that the CBI filing a closure report, was a complete aberration and a no-no. The CBI actually invited the public criticism upon itself in a diabolical manner to ensure that there was enough outrage and enough outcry that the court would actually treat the closure report as a charge sheet.
Is this a myth?
Used the media, manipulated the media ruthlessly.
Is this a myth then completely, let me ask you, that the judiciary does not get influenced by the media? The Supreme Court would like us to believe that it wouldn't, but does it?
You know, quite honestly, I cannot say that every section of the judiciary is immune from media pressures, media exposure. In this particular case, we've seen the manner in which, the cursory manner in which, cognizance was taken and summons issued straight away, without giving the opportunity to the parties involved to sift through the material, to present their arguments. A protest petition was thrown out summarily by the court. So I'm not sure that the court was immune to it. I think the higher courts, the Supreme Court, I think perhaps would be more immune to this sort of vast media outcry.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.